Best platform to use for Bullnox. Well, since Bullnox took Loon away, they said we can't use that anymore. Your only option is to use I think it's a TradeSyncer. I think this is your only option, is to use TradeSyncer. I think you would have to connect your Bullnox to TradeSyncer and just use this as your main copier, because it wouldn't be worth it unless you had like a bunch of Bullnox fundeds or evals, because you have to pay for TradeSyncer. I would say use Trading Things, but because they have a trade copier and it works, but you can only add Rithmic. Wait, what? Hold on. They allow you to add stuff here, but I don't think. Wait. We might have learned something new. Let me test this. Is this all Rithmic? No, that's Top Step. Lucid. Let's try to add my Lucids. Username. We're going to see if this works. I'm going to put them in a group, right? And then I'm going to go fire a trade off. And if that works, that means that you can add different props to your trading things. You just can't add them to the trading section, just the copier. Okay. Wait, I lost what I was doing. Oh, trading things. And then I gotta take this off the screen. Connect. Invalid broker credentials. Well, I know they're not invalid. Not working. See? Yeah, it's gonna be probably ClearEdge, bro. Honestly, it's probably gonna be your next best bet. Not even gonna lie to you. Let's go to ClearEdge real quick. Okay. Oh, I never added my Bullnox. So you go to ClearEdge, right? Go to their website, make an account. We're gonna download their app. Once you download their app, you need a subscription. So let's go to my subscriptions. Where are they at? don't know. I don't use this shit enough. Oh wait, I think I need to be on the website. It's not gonna show me on the app. Close out of that shit. Go to ClearEdge. Here's the website link. I'm gonna log in. The reason you see this shit here is because I have the $30 a month Playbit subscription for ClearEdge. Not something that we have control over. So ClearEdge charge. You're not paying Playbit, you're paying ClearEdge for that. I can send you the invite link. 1 second. Team dashboard. Huh. Where the fuck is it? Oh, here it is. Link. Broadcast member. Yeah, that's the Playbit. So that's how you'll sign up and get this. And you'll just be able to subscribe to the ClearEdge signals. You won't need to actually do the TradingView setup anymore with like the layouts and all this shit. This will become obsolete to you, and you'll just subscribe to them via your Playbit sub with the pre-made signals. Once you get your account made and you see it like this, you're ready to download the actual app and get your subscription. So we can get your subscription first. Let's go to manage. There it is. Adjust plan. Yeah, that Playbit thing was $30 a month to get the signals automated to where you don't have to do the TradingView part. Yeah, like I said, they're charging y'all, so we really don't have any control. I have like 50 something accounts, so I have to have the elite so I can put all my accounts in Tradovate groups and use my agents wisely. So between those 50 accounts, I'm able to actually like manage all of them and some with 16 agents. Yeah, it somewhat pays for it 100%. But again, my point to their point was that's not really a point because we're all traders and I'm not getting rid of TradingView. I'll pay for the automated signals, but I'm not getting rid of my TradingView. So that's just the way I see it. So most people won't need 150. Like you can get away with this one 70. They really need to lower the prices. You can get away with 70 with 2 agents, or at least give more than 2. Like you should have 4. It should be 4, right? Or at least 3. So you should have 2 agents. You can give each agent 5 accounts on a Tradovate group, or 10 accounts if you're on Apex, 20, whatever. And that should work fine between 2 agents. Think of agents as controlling each prop firm, because each prop firm within Tradovate, you can create a single group for all of those accounts, and it just takes 1 agent. So agents don't trade per accounts, they trade per prop firm. So I have about 10 prop firms. So I was unfortunately not able to do 8 agents. I had to do 16, if that makes sense. So these agents are for each prop firm, not for your accounts. We'll put your accounts in a group and they'll all trade with a single agent. And you don't need a VPS because you can simply just download ClearEdge. Yeah, it's just like Traders Post, except for this the reason ClearEdge is so cool is because you don't need the ghost method when you're doing it on your device, because it literally takes the trades on your device. When you download the app and you turn on all of your systems, what happens is it actually opens up Tradeovate on your computer, and your trades will go through on your device. And it's the best way to do it, in my opinion. In my opinion, it's better than the ghost method. Like King Base God in here, he he has a whole little Mac Mini on a little monitor devoted just to his ClearEdge setup. It is a little bit more expensive, but he's able to not worry about it not turning off, and it's connected to Ethernet, so it has good signal, right? Wi-Fi will work, but I've had users who have been on ClearEdge with the app on their device, and their Wi-Fi temporarily cut out while they were in a trade, while it was sending an exit signal. So they weren't actually able to exit the trade because their Wi-Fi had been temporarily disconnected, which is super unfortunate. So that's why I say, if you're going to do the home method, um, if you have people in your house, kids, family, roommates, you should have an Ethernet connection. Yeah, you want the Ethernet. I don't do the VPS. Some people are doing a VPS. I know Apex potentially might have an issue with that. Potentially, I don't know for sure. You should check your prop firm's rules. But my VPS is right here. So I only pay like I think like $12 a month for this. Runs all of my brokers perfectly fine. I connected just about everything to this mug and it was running. So in comparison to $65, and this will not, confirmed, this will not run all of them. This one would. You just got to turn on the VPS setting on your ClearEdge. This is a little hack that everyone should do if they're running ClearEdge, whether they're on their computer or on their VPS. You go to settings and you go to VPS optimization. You turn it on, and it optimizes these three things here, and then these two things down here. You can even further optimize it and do these as well. But these three at the top and these two at the bottom are the main ones, and that'll really help your VPS on ClearEdge. You don't. The ghost isn't about a eval or a funded. I guess you could differentiate it, but because they're not gonna, I highly doubt they're gonna go back on your eval history when you're 6 months down the road requesting a 40K payout. That's the only time they're really gonna look at your IP history, is when you're requesting 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40K, and they're gonna be like, hold on, and they're going to send you an email, tell you to wait, or not even. Some people just get their payout. But typically, while you're waiting, they'll say, hey, your payout's processing. While you're waiting, they're looking. So, and they're just making sure that there's any reason they can deny you. I would assume that's what I would do if I was a prop firm owner. I highly doubt they're going to go back 6 months into your eval and, look for anything there. But a ghost is for when you're approaching, like 5 to 10 fundeds or evals, and you are using automation, whether it's Loon or Trader's Post, and you don't want to give the firms any reason whatsoever to deny your future payouts. The Ghost method simply uses a personal Tradevate lead demo account that you would put in place of all your prop firms on the automation software. So instead of putting any prop on Loon or Trader's Post, you actually would go get a trade copier like TradeSyncer, put all your props with your lead on that, and then just put your lead on the automation software with your strategy. So when the bot gets the trade, it hits the lead, and the lead hits the followers, which are your props. That's what I do. If I'm not using ClearEdge when I travel or I leave, I'm just going to use ClearEdge. That's why I have it. And you can actually, fun fact, for those of you who use the ClearEdge on your device, you can download the Windows app. Where is it at? What do I do with it? Right here. This Windows app here. You can get, this is actually connected to my VPS. So you can do this in two ways. Whether you're using a VPS or whether you're using the app on your computer, if you do the VPS connection, you can set it up just like this. And I have ClearEdge set up on my VPS as well, ready to go. And I have this app on my phone as well. So if I'm anywhere in the world, or I can download this app on any other laptop. I can be, oh wait, I think I need to pay for that VPS. I could be anywhere in the world. I could be at a library somewhere else on the other side of the world in Russia, or on my Samsung Fold, because I don't think they have this app on the App Store. They only have it on the desktop App Store, which I'm on a MacBook right now, so it allows me to download this app. But I have another MacBook that I can take with me when I travel, and I can access my VPS, and I can access this MacBook that stays at the house that would host my ClearEdge. Okay, so not to confuse you, but essentially what you would do is you would get the IP address from whatever device is hosting your ClearEdge. You would get the IP address for it and the password, and you would add it as a device here. So you would add a PC right here, and you would get your PC. You basically add all of this information that it's asking for. And then when you click it and add it, you're going to be able to literally go anywhere in the world on a different device and access this device through the Windows app. It's a super cool feature for those of you who, maybe worry about traveling and not being able to access a device while you're away. It's a problem solved. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so once you actually get the ClearEdge app downloaded and you're logged in and you have your agent subscription, like I had shown here, wherever it went. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Did I close out my Chrome? No. Either one of these work. These three. I don't think anyone needs this. I don't even think there's 32 prop firms that you can choose between. Maybe there is, but no one should need this. These two down here, you shouldn't be paying for this. So once you have that, you get the app downloaded, get logged in. There's this little plus sign right here. This is how you add all of these. So that's these right here on the left-hand side. Click this plus sign and you'll add Rithmic. So this is my long drawn out explanation on, yes, you can use Rithmic with the bot. You just have to use ClearEdge, or you have to use TradeSyncer with the lead, because you cannot connect Rithmic to any automation software right now. It's not possible. They don't allow it. Yeah, Rhythmic's pretty gay. But you can easily get around it. So once you click it, it's going to pull it up right here. I guess it already has Bullnox pre-selected, but what you need to do is go to the settings cog in the top right and set your credentials. Now, let me go grab my password real quick. Bullnox. Stupid. Let's see if this works. Then we gotta turn it on. It's gonna bring up this horrendous piece of shit. RTrader Pro, and we're gonna get denied. Maybe I need to click something else. Probably Rithmic paper trading. And that let us in. Okay. God, this shit looks terrible. Possible duplicate login. So another session is kicking this login. I am duplicately logged in. That is a fact. Let's go see where I am logged in at. It's probably trading things. Yes. It is trading things. Let's close that and give this another try. All right, it was trading things. So you cannot be logged in to two Rithmics at once. They don't like it. Most brokerages and prop firms, though. I mean, Trade8 allows me to log in, just not the same account. So all looks clear here. Then this, unfortunately, you can't minimize it. So unless you have like a triple screen or like extra space, you just need to move it away somewhere. So we don't need that anymore. I don't know how to create groups for Rithmic. I'm not even going to attempt to figure this out. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm not even going to attempt to try to understand what this is. It's pretty trash. Like, I want to show you, but this is fucking garbage. Why is there so much dead space? I don't know. This is what was logged in on. Same thing applies. We're going to see. I don't even trust this. Hold on. It went away. How am I supposed to trust what's going on here? I have no idea what's even happening. Oh, wait. There's my accounts. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Here's my accounts. No positions. So when you get logged into RTrader on ClearEdge, you press this human up here after the hamburger stack right here, and you can see all of your accounts. I don't know how to make a copy trader off this or do a group. So if I do a new strategy and I select, okay, we're going to have to refresh. turn it off, turn it back on. It keeps switching to Bullnox. I don't know why. Terrible. Absolutely fucking garbage. Yeah, there's all my accounts. So it works. The next thing you would need to do is figure out how to create a group for it, if at all possible. If not, I'm not sure. But we're going to select an account. We're going to put it on Akimbo 50K aggressive, contract name MNQ. Multiplier, ready to activate. This looks good. Done. Turn it on. Go to the home page, and it's on here with the account connected with my P&L for the day. And Rithmic is fully connected with Bullnox. Just no groupage whatsoever, which is kind of lame. I'll have to figure that out. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it though, because that's not how I'm going to trade it. Yeah, that's a wrap. That is a wrap for them. We did something on last stream. It was like we inverse something. I think it was the Bitcoin chart. I'm really salty about last stream's sound, because that was a really good stream. We're going to 15-minute. This is what we did. We went to the 15-minute. We left these time-based liquidities on. Hold on. Did I close out clear ads? My shit is geeking. File. Mac. Force quit. The indicator added. We turn it on. Minimize. We had it on a specific setting too. BTC .USDT P. Are we doing KSEC, Gemini? Got it. Binance. Okay. Now, there's definitely some sauce here. I think the settings are the same. Let me pull up the strategy report. Ah, yes. This is what we were going to inverse. Very good. This looks incredible. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's see what it did today. So today it called along, and then for some reason, hold on. Wait, where is Bitcoin on the 15-minute? It called along on Bitcoin. And then I guess that's break even. Move the stop loss to break even for some reason. I don't even think we have that setting on. Hold on. Doesn't make any sense. It's fucking retarded. It's broken. Okay, so we inverse this. We set up an alert for this. Let's set up an alert. Let's add an alert. Wait, I think I need to make a layout first. Because this is my trades. I don't want to do it on this layout. Now we just got to copy the settings. So classic, we did that. I know that doesn't really matter, but I think we did it just for shits and giggles. And then every day, I think we did, oh wait, no, I'm fucking with shit. Hold on. Just confused myself. Yeah, every day. It's on classic, 4,000 risk, so we can actually get in a trade. We're cooking. That's what we're doing. Okay, we can do whatever we want on these streams. After this, we're going to watch King of the Hill. So then we're going to scroll down. What else did we change? Hunter. I think full optimize we turned on, and then we disabled this. Enable Hunter break even partial TP 0.7. Okay, so that's the last setting here. 0.7. Okay, beautiful. And let's go back up here and check. Incredible. Okay. Hold on, I wish I had longer data. I need to pay. They want me to pay. I'm not doing that. We went back like 4 months and it was just straight dubs, so I'm gonna trust on that. Save. Alert. 1 month. Yeah, this is being recorded. Okay, so the alert's made, and we will see if this holds any merit or if it's just because like the idea makes sense, the concept behind what Prime was saying makes sense. This is a continuation model on a 15-minute that we stacked on an asset that has a problem with continuation. Today, I don't know what happened today. Today should have been a loss. We should have lost today's trade because it would have went long, and this is a proper long. I just don't know what caused it to get out of the trade so early. It's a proper long. That's 1.5. That's 1R. Yeah, this would have been a loss too. So whenever it wins, we lose. This would have been a win for us. That's a win. That is a win. That's a win. Win. Loss. Small loss. Win. That was a win, but then I don't know where you would have took profit at. I guess at the EMA. It's hindsight because you would have got railed. I don't know. Worth a shot if anyone wants to try it. I have the alert set, so it'll be active whenever it goes off. I'll send it in bot chat. For those who are here, you'll know what it means. It means you do the opposite. So if I get this alert and it says long, you would do the opposite. I guess I could do that. It did look better last time we looked at it. I don't know why. Maybe we were just hyped up that day. Yeah, I don't know why we did that, Base God, but that's what we did last stream. Up the risk amount. We got it on 4,000. 9999. Because I can't do 5 digits. Oh, yes, I can. Hold on. No, it only lets me do 999. Up it. Sadly, that didn't even do anything. It still has 20. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, you're right. But does that matter? If that box is checked? This box is checked. I guess that could make a difference. Let's see. Whoa. Holy shit, okay. Okay. No, don't let me do that. Okay, 100. Let's go. Okay, so 122 contracts was able to get in with 9999 risk. It's interesting. So we have the full. Yeah, I mean, this would have been a loss. Maybe there was like, no, because the stop would have been down here. Ooh. Must be a setting I did wrong. Maybe we do this. Maybe that makes it worse. Okay, well, that's because we increased the risk. I think the profit factor did go down. Let me look again. Oh no, it's worse right here. This is worse. No, this ain't Clinker. We put the Clinker on Bitcoin because it's an opposite type of asset correlation, and we're trying to inverse it. So we're looking for the worst possible strategy so we can do the opposite of what it does. And so far, this is the best one. And what I did was I set up an alert. So when it actually does trigger, I'll take a screenshot and send it to the bot owners chat so you guys can do with that information what you will. But if the alert says buy, then you would short. The ILM bot, do I still have access to that? Let's see, invite only. Let's take the we're gonna have to fix this. Huh, didn't do too bad. But wait, one trade. So with 10 bands, it made 14,000 profit with the 10 band risk. So that wasn't even a 1R. Well, I guess that was a 1.4R trade. 1.48. Oh, we are in the 15-minute. I'm gonna have to buy this shit so I can see data. Shit's coming down here anyways. The ILM bot gives you a lot of data on the screen. Sweet. Bitcoin doesn't care about sweeps all that much on the intraday time frame. Bitch ass trading view. Extremely uninteresting. Let's see something more interesting. This goes back to NQ. Okay, let's overlay this. We went over ClearEdge and how it was superior in a lot of ways. I explained it in depth, did some ClearEdge setup. We back tested the Orb bot Hunter on Bitcoin 15-minute perpetual chart, and it was really, really bad. So we're thinking about inversing it. So I made a layout for it called Bitcoin Inverse and set an alert for it. And when the alert gets hit, it's we inverse that shit as it states here. So I was going to send that into the chat. Do with that what you will. I don't even trade Bitcoin. 15 minutes, go to the 5-minute. You can catch me on the 1 minute. And then, why did you long right here? What on God's green earth? Okay, let's go a little bit in hindsight. No hindsight. No hindsight. Let's go back here. London high intact. Closed above the 200 EMA. Showed strength. Triple topped and then broke down. And then the bot proceeded to long. Sweep. Long. Entry here. PDL. Yeah, that is PDL. Honestly, not a valid long. If we're under PDL, what are we longing into? It's bearish. but that's the 1 minute. So maybe it's just opportunistic. And then obviously we already know how this played out. It failed to displace above the EMA and this 1 minute fair value gap overlapping the EMA, and it just continued to do what it showed it was going to do. PDL right here, so it takes entry well under PDL. We've been under the 50%. And it just keeps bringing it down. So we were in a discount, but we were too much in a discount to consider longs, in my opinion. So that's something within the 1 minute logic that I'm sure could be updated. Yeah, that doesn't look great. I mean, you might be able to inverse the 1 minute. Oh, that was a good trade. Remember that trade. Why would it long before the candle closed? Oh, it was delayed entry and then it, no. Yeah, delayed entry, then it got ripped. Okay. 3 minute and 5 minute. 3 minute and 5 minute. That's all I'm seeing. Yeah, I've actually played with this one before, so I kind of wish I was just hoping it would show me something different. There was a nice short right here on the 5 minute. I guess it front, and no, never mind, it front ran it. Technically still valid, I guess. Once it broke down that higher time frame fair value gap, it's rip. So broke through that fair value gap. Stack fair value gap right here is broke through. $121. So it ran 1R. So you should have took profit, at least half profit, move stops to BE, and then you let the rest run. Previous week low, and then candle body low. For missed that one. Inverse gold. Okay. Hold on. There's something here. What an insane entry on that long. Time limit. What time limit? Because we're on the 15 minute, so you open up a CFD account and you can trade these are the kind of trades you make on a CFD account. That is nuts. This one with the time limit again. Yeah, gold is something you gotta be careful with. 31,000. Holy shit. 30,000. So it's winter. Okay, 2020. Kind of shit. Kind of really actually garbage. You can put the ILM on gold. It's garbage for the 15 minute. It's like spurts. Ooh. Someone had did this before already, I thought. Oh shit. So it fired off a banger today. Let me check these settings. And then we'll go check the strategy report. Settings. So it's on classic. This doesn't matter. I have it on every day. Turn that shit off. Okay. Right when it accepted below the 200 on the 15, it dumped. Okay, let's go check the strategy report. Terrible. Do you need to buy the full year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I wouldn't say so. I know it's expensive, but Tradecopia is $80 a month for the same thing, damn near. We can look at that real quick. Okay, well, I just perpetually dox myself, but this is what I was going to cancel my TradeSyncer for. I'm paying $150 for TradeSyncer right now. And if this can do what I need it to do, then I'm going to switch. Yeah, so does this. This is the web-based. See how right here it says Web Pro Plus. See how it says Web Pro Plus? It's the web version, bro. What the fuck is this? What happened to my screen? Where was I at? Okay. What does this mean? Why are there green numbers here? Yes, if you're still just using Trader's Post, you're fine. Yeah, I guess we would be doing it on CFDs. Gold. Doing a wrong password. Why are there so many gold tickers? Futures, futures, futures. CFDs. XAU. XAU. Commodity FXCM. This is probably the best one. It's insane, bro. Tell them to give you your $19 back, or tell them just to switch it to a TradeEvade account. Damn, this shit is dumping. Okay, so apparently it's doing better. Still looks pretty much the same though. Very, 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 very bad. Very bad. Very bad. And stuff like this you can't inverse because that's your profit right there if you try to inverse it. It's not worth it. Yeah, bro, that Bitcoin one was really the only good one. That's why I made the alert for it, because it's really like the only valid one. But yeah, let me get this shit off my chart, bro. Get this shit off of here. Get this shit off of here. Back to normal. I don't know, bro. I'm waiting on that shit too. And this trade is actually still playing out. I wonder if anyone got this 5-minute ILM. I guess it was a 15-minute ILM as well. Yep. So it was a 5-minute and a 15-minute ILM stacked. I've seen these play out a lot, even when this deleted, and then take that off and see if there is actually even any trade here whatsoever. There might not have been. It might have just been the 5-minute. So this was the one that was deleted. There's the short entry. Previous week low. I mean, there's really no, it's still stacked. So I would typically take this on an eval. 5-minute and 15-minute stacked. Even if it front ran, it's fine. Because you're not longing any, you mean you're not longing anything here. There's no longs here. The only thing to take is retest of the 50% short. Yeah, that shit looks fucking retarded. All right, any more questions, guys, before I hop off? Anyone need any setup help? I could do Trader's Post. I could do Trade Syncer. The only one I can't do right now is Tradecopia. But I know that this is the one that I'm going to get. I'm about to get this one because it will replace my Trade Syncer if it does everything I need it to do. Right now I'm paying $150 for this. If I could get this for $80 and save $70 a month, I'm going to do that. That's going to be my next step. All right, that's fine, bro. Oh, I blew this account. That's why I took it off. Fun fact, when you pay for these accounts, I don't think they give you a reset. Look at this. Let me go back here. Okay. So, Funded Futures Family account. Did not cost much. Like the same price as a Bullnox or Apex eval for a 50K. They don't allow automation, but I wanted to take a payout with them through automation just because, which I'm still gonna do, but I had blown the account in June and I paid for a reset. As I can show you here, one rebill already went through. So if we go here to billing, my session expired. Oh my God, I gotta log back in. Go in here. Well, one 144,736. Yeah, we figured out the CE hedge issues. It's all took care of now. Okay. Yeah, I literally started this in June. Literally at the beginning of June. This was June for this account. And then this at the end right here was me just sending it. I think I sent it with like 5 contracts and I went to sleep and woke up and it had blown. But like the bot really didn't do that bad. It was just shit. And then these accounts have a profit target of 4,000, which also kind of sucks. I just really wanted to take a payout from these guys. But see, I blew the account, paid for a rebill, and they don't actually give you a reset. So when I go here and I click reset and I click proceed, they want $115 to reset it. And I was like, what the fuck? That's fucking stupid. So I'm not going to do that. And if I cancel subscription, then I'll lose my subscription price of 31. So if you're in drawdown, basically you don't want to be in drawdown before your rebill comes. If you're even getting a rebill on this account, you're fucking up. I was just giving it to the bot. But honestly, 31 is not that bad for no activation account. I don't think it has any activation. But that reset is cooked. And 125 to subscribe again is also cooked. So I'm just gonna let it rebill, I guess, and try the 50K again. I assume when it rebills for $31, it's gonna take my account back to 50K and I can restart. But the fact that it didn't give me a reset is kind of scummy. Yeah, you can run multiple strats on the same prop again. However you were doing it, Show-Free. I know you were doing it some specific way. But yeah, that's kind of everything I have for you guys, unless you have questions about any of the softwares, the automation, the VPS, the strategy. So what would be a better risk number that I could add to the ClearEdge strats, Show-Free, that would help you? Like a clean 400 or a 500? Okay. That's what I thought too. That's why it was like the most popular option. Is there a Playbit platform coming for the bot? So technically, yes, it's already here. I explained it in the beginning of the stream, but I'll explain it again. No problem. It's this app right here that you can download on your PC. And as you can see when you log in, you see Playbit here. And then if we go here, you can get all of the deals, Apex, Lucid, Tradeify, and you can see all the codes are Playbit. So this is what's been made so far. The second layer to this is the automation signal. So we've built in a ability for you to have a team dashboard. So the Playbit team dashboard is something that you can access for $30 a month. It's not our choice. It's charged by ClearEdge, the builders of this dashboard, to get the signals automated, okay? Which means that you don't have to do any TradingView setup, no layouts, no alerts, none of that. You literally just download ClearEdge with that link and subscribe with that link. And then once you're in here, you'll see all of the available strategies that we've made for you, and you can configure them. Or actually, you can't configure them. I'm sorry. You can choose them in your strategy when you get the app downloaded. So you get the app downloaded, and then I have a whole video on YouTube showing you how to set ClearEdge up so you can subscribe to those strategies. So ClearEdge would be the best option for most people who are okay with either running a VPS or just running their laptop or computer on at home Monday through Friday while the market's on during the hours that your bot trades. So if your bot trades, let's say market open to market close, you would leave your computer on for those hours using a caffeinate setting on your computer. And then when that time frame ends, your computer can automatically turn off. Yeah, if you're traveling a lot, it can be a pain, but it can also, there's also a solution I had explained for those who travel a lot. You can still do this with your home PC. Then what you do is you download this app. And honestly, I should make a whole video just for this because this is kind of advanced. But you're going to download this Windows app on your phone. Or just take a laptop with you. You set this up on your home PC and you take your laptop with you and download this Windows app on your laptop or your Android phone. Once it's downloaded, you'll be able to add a PC here. And what you're going to do is on your home PC that you set all your ClearEdge stuff up on for automation, you're going to give it a PC name, which is the IP address, and all of this information. So then you can connect to your PC while you're in a different country, while you're at the coffee shop, while you're at school or work, through the Windows app on your phone or on your other laptop. Just make sure that your home computer is, of course, on. Okay, so you would want to leave it on 24/7. And at that point, because you're traveling, so that's a way that you can do it. I will make a video on that and get it posted to YouTube. Yeah, your PC was cooked, bro. All right, I think that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna hop off. If anybody has any final questions. I'm gonna stop.